Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Last time on What If, Ducky was reborn as a void dragon, as the awaited final reunion between the Class 1A students, as he attempt to eat them. After he revealed himself as Izuku Midoriya, Momo, pretty much tried to talk Izuku down. Unfortunately, he wasn't listening. But Toga was the one who talked him down from, devouring everyone there. It would look bad if he went to the council with the rest of the councils of the kingdoms and, ate the ate the prince and Momo. That would be a bad, and that would be a very what you call it, bad situation for him. So he ultimately stand down as he threatened them. If he revealed his true identity, he would devour them without a second thought. As they head back to town, as Jade and Toga with Void, they pretty much took a couple other quests just to have some fun afterwards. As we're gonna jump several weeks ahead of time, as you have Izuku and they return back to the palace of the Vampire Nation. As you have everyone in waiting for the surprise visitor that Nezu mentioned. As you have Nezu, the leader of the High Elves. As you have Inko, the leader of the Omi. As you have Rei Todoroki, the queen of one of the human nations. As you have Ryuku, or Ryoko, or whatever you like to call it, the Dragoon hero, as the leader of the faction of the dragons that she belongs to. With a couple of other dragon factions like, what? Nana Shimura as the leader of the White Dragons. And the rest of the members are quite surprised to see the Vampire Queen in this discussion. She's been very vocal about not being involved in this. They're wondering why the change of heart. As the door opens up, as everyone looks at the door, as everyone sees Void with Toga and Jade. As Nezu gets up, Void, you're here. Good. Please sit down. We have much to discuss. What's going on, Nezu? What are you plotting? As Rei Todoroki, is curious what the elf's plotting. Nothing, Rei. You're Queen Rei. I'd like you to meet Void, the last of his kind, the last Void Dragon. As many of her soldiers in her room get their weapons ready to strike. You brought this demon here? Are you crazy? We should slay this thing now and be done with it. Calm down, everyone. As Nana Shimura finally speak up. Hello, Void. It's good to finally meet you face to face. As Izuku looks at the soldiers pointing their weapons at him, I suggest you put a leash on your dogs before I kill them. Now, everyone, calm down. I brought Void here because we need his assistance. Assistance? He's a Void Dragon. As Inko stands in front of the soldiers, he might be a Void Dragon, but he saved my people. Let's hear him out. As everyone calms down, as Izuki just sits down on the chair, puts his feet onto the desk or the table. Now you're all wondering why a Void Dragon would be here with you lot, my sorry, my true enemies. It's simple. I have no intention of, killing a whole lot of you. It would be quite easy for me to do so. Much as you want to see me dead, I'm the least of your problems. Wouldn't you say, Nana? Indeed, Void. Indeed. The dragon's right. The Void Dragon's right. We have a common foe. The Demon Lord and his followers. In the human kingdom that's in league with the Demon Lord. I'll be frank with you a lot. I don't like any of you. Outside of Miss Inko over here. But we do have a problem. The Demon Lord, all for one, as immediately everyone took notice of that name, has contacted me through my dreamscape. And I believe Nana can verify for that. As everyone looks at Nana, he is right. What Void says is true. I stopped their dialogue. It seems like all for one wanted to recruit Void here in his conquest to destroy everyone in this world. You need to put your hatred and prejudice behind and work as we must reunite. We must not reunite, but need to come together as one people and stop this threat. If we don't, none of us will survive. I'm more than willing to give you a hand on conditions. As everyone looks at the Void, what type of conditions do you have? Simple. My homeland has been scarred and corrupted by your crusade to eradicate my kind off the face of the earth. I want it to be healed. If you cannot do this, then we're done here. Can't be serious. Cleansing that land would be a very large undertaking. I understand it's an undertaking, but I don't care. That's my conditions. Take it or leave it. I have no problem watching the Demon Lord massacre a whole lot of you. As Nana speaks up, Void, will you give us a minute while we discuss this? Understood. Don't keep me waiting. I'm not a very patient dragon. Understood. Very well. We'll discuss this. We'll call you in. As Izuku leaves with Toga and Jade. Void, are you sure? Jade's like, Are you serious? You're, you're strong arming them. Exactly, dear. If they want my assistance, want my power, they're going to have to give something in return. They're either going to set my terms or I'll watch them burn. Ah, my Izu. I fall in love with you. I fall in love with you every day. But Toga, do you think they will even accept that deal that our dear husband has offered them? They won't have a choice in the matter. They will either have to accept it or my little Izu here will watch him burn. And I won't have any and my mother won't have any part of it. Mother is ready against working with these people in the beginning. As a few hours later, as they called Void back into the room with his two lovely ladies, we have discussed of the conditions you give, and it's a big undertaking you're asking us to cure, to cleanse a land so corrupted. But it's not, but it's not undoable. It's doable. We don't have the power to do so, but the Dryads do. Dryads. Yes. They're a group of spirits that signify nature and all that. You're going to have to. We will set you up a meeting with one of the Dryads. With the help of the Dryads, it is possible to cleanse the land. Simply don't have the magical power to cleanse your homeland, Void. Even if we cleanse it, how do you know you'll keep in your bargain, Dragon? Simple. I could have killed your son at any time I wanted to. Shoto Todoroki. As her eyes widen, I could have ate him the moment he entered my lands, my territory. Thanks to my beautiful wives, he has avoided such fate. Only reason I'm having an open dialogue with you people is because my past history with Shoto and Momo. What do you mean by that? That's me to know and you to figure out, human. Now, everyone, do you accept the terms the Void Dragon has set foot? We agree upon it. Good. This meeting is over. As Nana gets up, Void, walk with me. I need to discuss something with you. Understood. Little, little harsh on everyone, are you? That's what I want. I have no interest in saving anyone. I simply want my land back to how it used to be. Understandable, Izuku. What did you call me? Don't worry, dear. I know full well who you are and used to be. After I overheard all for one, calling you by that title. Don't worry, I won't reveal your secret. But is it wise for you to not tell Inko? She is your mother. No matter what world you enter, she cares about you. It's best if she doesn't know. She's best It's best for her to not to know I am into this world. I'm not the same little boy that she loved. But Void, I do need your help with something. What's that? All Might. I have finally located him. He's in a unfortunately King Shigaraki. He's unaware of he has All Might in his possession. He's in one of the coal mines that they use slave labor to. Well, yeah, mines. In the mines that he's placed many of his people under harsh conditions. It's pretty much slave labor. Oshinori is very young in his world. He doesn't have he can't defend himself if they ever find out that they have All Might all along. All for One will kill him or try to corrupt him. Either way, he needs to be rescued. I would like for you to rescue him. As long as you able to give me an audience with the Dryads, I have no problem rescuing All Might, Toshinari. After all, I have to pay him back for what he did for me back in my old life. Good. Where is All Might being kept? On an island near near the human nation. Very well. I will rescue All Might, and where do you want me to take him after I rescue him? Bring him to me. Bring him to the White Dragon Nation. Are you sure that wise? I highly doubt your people will allow a void dragon to roam freely in your nation. Don't worry, I already informed of the clan that you were to be not to be touched. Very well, Nana Shimura. I will retrieve Toshinori for you. What race did he reborn into? Dragonkin. A half human, half dragon species. Very well, Nana. I'll inform you when I have him. Toga, Jade, we're leaving. Okay, dear. As they wrap around Yuzuku it's as you have the corner of where they were talking, as Inko, has her hand over her face, as she fell down to her knees, hearing their conversation. I take it you overheard that, Inko. I can't believe that's my Izuku. Why didn't he tell me? I have no idea. Whatever happened to him in the Voidlands, it left a scar on him. This is gonna be hard for Inko, but please. Pretend you didn't hear anything. What? Are you serious, Nana? He's my son. I know. I'm not saying don't totally forget about it, but for now, just leave it as it is. He still doesn't trust any of us. Can't imagine what he went through alone in the Voidlands by himself. He's quite old. He's quite old for a void dragon. Still young, but he's been reborn in his world for a very long time. He might have said the old Izuku has died, Inko, but he's still in there. Buried deep in there, but he's still in there. He's still the same old happy-go the same kind-hearted boy. Do you think the Dryads will able to help him with his the Void Lands? Oh yes, they'll be more than willing. Oh, they'll be more than able to help. He's going to have to make a choice once that day arrives. What do you mean? No, no. Not all Void Dragons died. What do you mean? It's a little secret. And she puts her finger on Inko's lips. As Ryuko walks with Nana. Are you sure about this? Yes, I'm very sure. But will he even be willing to go through the process? He's going to have to if he wants his land to be cleansed. Of we haven't had a void dragon to be cleansed in a long time. After all, originally all white dragons were void dragons. In order for him to cleanse his land, he's going to have to cleanse himself. Indeed, he will be the last void dragon. And once he picks his what road he picks, he probably will be the void dragon will probably be no more after that. What do you mean? After all, that's how all white dragons were originally. Void dragons. They just cleansed themselves of the corruption that's all void dragons are born with. It's not going to be easy. Many void dragons that go through this process do not survive. But I have great faith in the boy. He has a strong spirit. And he's stubborn. I think he will succeed in this. Only time will tell. Come on, Ryoko. We need to get back to the nation. As Void and Toga and Jade get into the carriage, as Toga just puts her hand on her chin as she staring at him, as she just looks at the window. What's wrong, Toga? Nothing. I was just worried. About what? Easy, of course. As Void's passed out, as she strokes his hair, he's had a busy day. But Toga, why would he go that far to? I understand that. I've mentioned I want the land to return back to his normal, former glory and all. That's how. That's how. That's how easy works. It's the reason why he brought it up in the first place. Because you are dead set on returning back to your homeland. Revitalizing your homeland. He's doing this for you, not himself. He's told me about the Void Lands and he doesn't really care about it too much. But you do, and he will go any lengths to make sure that the Void Lands return back to his former glory. It's how easy it has always been. No matter no matter how many times he's been sorry, doesn't matter if he's reborn or not, he still has that same sweet, innocent motivation. Back in our original world, it was all about being a hero, but now it's different. My Izu might be violent, a much better improvement, cold, but he does care. Despite how he acts, he does care about you, Jade. He wouldn't have done this. He wouldn't have even brought it up if he didn't. That white dragon, though, she's up to something. I don't know what she's up to, but she's up to something. I don't trust her. As long as she doesn't threaten my Izu's life, our Izu's life, then I won't intervene. But the moment that I find out that she has something, if she has ill will towards our Izu, I'll kill her. As a few days have passed, as they're getting ready for a voyage to rescue All Might, Little Might, he's going to be quite young in this. As they're getting the ship ready, as Toga stands right next to Yuzuku. Toga, what are you doing here? I'm coming with you, of course. I'm not gonna allow my husband going on a voyage alone without me. I trust Jade with you because she cares about you as much as I do. But I like to stay close to you. Unless you don't want me here. Of course not, Toga. I prefer you nearby. Good. If she kisses him on the cheek, come on, dear. We have a long voyage ahead of us. As the ship sails off to the open ocean. Min, have you seen Void? I believe he's up on deck, ma'am. Very well. Continue what you're doing. Yes, yes, Captain. And she sees Void just looking at the stars. As she sneaks behind him, as she wraps her arms around Izuku's. Well, she's behind Izuku. She wraps her arm around him. Jade, what are you doing? Nothing. I just wanted to spend some time with you. We haven't actually had a moment to spend some quality time together. Just me and you. What are you thinking about? Nothing. Nothing really. What's wrong? I've known. Might have known you. I might have not known you for long, Void, but I could tell when something's bugging you. As she gets in front of him, as she grabs onto his face, as she stares at him. Of course, you've probably figured it out by now. I know things are going to get a lot dicier before they get better. With this rescuing Toshinori and this Demon Lord issue, things are going to get dicey. As Izuku lifts her chin up, despite everything, you two are the most important things that I have. I might not care about the land as much as you do, Jade, but I do care about you two. I might not show it or say it, but I do. As Izuku leans in, well, as he kisses her in the lips, as she drags Toga back to the cab. Well, she drags Izuku back to cabin with Toga as they spend the night together. As we're going to probably end it off there. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video.